Okay, folks, today we're continuing on, and this will be the last video tutorial in the page setup series. And we've really, from a basic standpoint, we've basic page and post setup standpoint, we've really exhausted just basic setup principles. The next step for you is understanding how to optimize your pages, how to optimize all your posts and all your pages to get top search rankings on as many of them, on as many of those pages as possible, folks. That is what is next up, and we want to, since this is the last in this series, we want to just show you some things and explain something to you. Is this it? That's one of our clients. Okay. We're going to open this image, and we take images because we like doing that, just to show we understand what we're talking about. So we told you at one time we were selling AdWords Banned book, and actually we're going to relaunch it, and push at least the 5 top keywords. We're going to push most of those folks off of page 1 because really they just copied our book in 2008 and start selling it, and that's fine. So we want to show you something, is that we actually rock to the top. Man, we did this in about 2 weeks. We did this about 2 weeks in 2010, and then we decided to put a Facebook fan page right up underneath it. These people copied our product. Beat AdWords Banned, they copied us. So eventually what would happen to them is we would push them totally off of page 1 and place like 8 or 9 pages from different platforms anyway, off of page 1, and you can do the same thing to your competitors. You will be amazed with our WordPress SEO series. So the next thing we'd like to show you is a campaign we undertook in early 2010. Also, in the other results we show you in our WordPress SEO series that are more recent. However, this was a very lucrative. This was a very, very lucrative keyword for us. There weren't a lot of searches, but the conversion ratio was like 38.5%. And for those of you who understand not only click-through rates but conversion rates, you know that is almost unheard of. We sold this ebook for $97 a pop. We'll show you those results here pretty quick. But folks, this is where you want to be. This was our page. Oh, she was so tough. We dislodged her from number 2. She dropped all the way down here, but we were never able to dislodge. She had professional SEO services from the top firm, CMOS. We believe it was, who's the top SEO firm in the world. I mean, they were good, but they couldn't displace us from page 1 either because we use several platforms. So this was very lucrative, and in order to grab this keyword and displace her and whoever anyway her SEO firm was, we had to use Twitter to super optimize that profile. And then we went down and we placed another page from our actual website on here at number 3, where this eventually got here. And AdWords Banned, this was another page. This is a cache page. We actually used a PR service and it was free. The PR service was free to use this. These are all ours. These are all, and we did this over and over and over and over. And folks, you can do the same thing. We blindly believe that, but what you have to do is believe certainly that we could do what we say we can do. So here's another page 1 result, folks. Here's another page 1 result, and we are actually developing this site, how to PowerPoint. You've seen that in this series. So this actually, look, I mean, this is like 3 million searches a month, and we kind of rocked to number 4 in 3 weeks. We rocked this site up here in 3 weeks. You can see some other really close named websites that have been here for this one had been here since 2007 at least. We jumped them in 2 weeks. How to PowerPoint, which is very similar to the name we use, we jumped them. And we see why we jumped them, but you'll learn about that in our WordPress SEO series. I mean, folks, 3 weeks. We are actually working on the Google case right now for this. So right here, we did the same thing. And this is Yahoo. This is about 4 million searches a month. And but this page, we're going to pull it down because we want to. There's some things that we all, me and my staff agreed on need to happen. So we're going to pull it off of page one, so we can rock to the top and actually jump Microsoft Office. And this was here in 2 weeks. So all we're saying, folks, is that you need to take it seriously. Let me show you something else here. This was one of our clients, and this is page 2. Very competitive keyword, although the search is only like a couple 100,000. This is a very competitive business. Average sale in this business $250 a pop. So this was page 2, and here. Just page 1. Yeah, here this client. Let us zoom. Can we zoom this? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we can zoom this a little bit. And we want to show you something. And here the client is. And we did this. This actually took us, 33, 34 days to get to page 1. But the reason was this: is that this client of ours at duiclassesonline.net. This client really avoided creating content for his website because, truthfully, they could be here. We could have actually used Twitter, Facebook. You'll learn about that in our social media optimization series, and we could have displaced all of these people. But this client will not write. I mean, we begged them for 2-3 months. It was like, man, create content, and then they wanted to pay us to create content. But we don't create content for other people, and the reason is we do not know your business as well as you do. We couldn't possibly argue the case as well as you do. Here was another when our WordPress website was up last summer anyway. Here's another thing we rocked to the top. Remember, we told you in the series, we told you in one of the series that you want to set your static page or your home page as an actual page and not a blog post. Remember we told you that? Well, guess what? We actually placed this at number 1 to prove that theory. I believe that, but at the same time, I had to prove it. So we did rolling blog posts. For instance, what would happen was we'd say, okay, we want 3 posts on each WordPress post page. That means 3 posts will show, one on top of another, or depending on how you set it up. So we went after this market, website marketing help, and this was our website WordPress. You should be headed to that site right now or on this site. However, what we found out is that was the keyword for this particular website.